What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the Guys of Boxing Talk. Now, we want to do the Guys Speak segment. And we want to talk about, is the trilogy between Manny Pacquiao and Tim Bradley a legit fight? What do you think, Sus?
Man, you know what? It's a legit fight in terms of I don't mind him fighting Timothy Bradley for a third time.
Right.
Okay? But that's as far as it goes. When I look at the guys that Manny Pacquiao had to choose from and the reasons that he's given as to why he chose Timothy Bradley, it's not legit. You know, he could have fought Amir Khan, he could have fought Terence Crawford, you know, he could have fought Adrian Broner, you know, whether that was bullshit or not, you know, he could have fought any of those guys. You know, I do believe that Pacquiao took the more familiar opponent. He took the guy that he's used to being in the ring with and that he believes he knows very well. You know, he's fought him twice and he knows that he can take Tim Bradley's power. You know, he knows what Tim Bradley's speed looks like. He knows what Tim Bradley's defense looks like. Mm-hmm. What's going to be the defining factor in this fight is probably going to be Teddy Atlas, and that's the only reason why I don't mind seeing the fight for a third time is because I know that Timothy Bradley can legitimately beat Manny Pacquiao. Okay?
Hit it twice.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says about that first fight. I had that fight scored 7 rounds to 5. I watched that fight like 9 fucking times.
Yeah.
7 rounds to 5. The first time I had it 8 rounds to 4.
Yep. So in this third fight, we're gonna see a clear cut 10-2. I said 10-2.
Damn.
You know, I'm not giving Pacquiao a chance. I'm not gonna give him a chance against Timothy Bradley because Bradley is the better athlete. He's the better athlete, and he's also the better boxer. You know, Manny Pacquiao is very one-dimensional. Right. You know, he does what he does very, very good, but it's nothing that Timothy Bradley can't handle. You know, he's shown it in 2 fights prior to this third fight that it's nothing that Manny Pacquiao does that just, you know, befuddles him to the point to where he gets his ass whooped.
Right.
You know, and so like I said, that's the only reason why I will say that it's legitimate is because I am interested to see how Tim Bradley does with Teddy Atlas against a top tier number 2, number 3, number 4, whatever Manny Pacquiao's ranking is, you know, type of a guy. So I really, really, really want to see that. I'll actually watch the fight just to see what's going on in Tim Bradley's corner. You know, I already suspect what the game plan is going to be. You know, all Bradley has to do is not go into fight or flight mode. He can't be doing good and then start all of a sudden fighting. You know, fighting. You know, and he don't do that. Just box him. In the second fight, in the first few rounds, we all seen that the shit was easy. Bradley was making it look easy. You know, and then he went into this fight or flight mentality where it's almost like a boxer takes a good punch and then he's either fighting for his life or he's running around the ring.
Right.
You know, he kind of went into that mentality. He ended up tearing his calf muscle and ended up ruining what would have been a great one-sided victory.
Don't remind me, man.
Yeah, it was horrible. I was actually, and kind of sucks, but I was actually calling for Bradley to just get knocked out.
So was I was so mad. I was telling my fiance, I was like, fuck this nigga. I hope he gets knocked the fuck out.
That's exactly what I said. I was looking at the TV and I was like, knock him out now. Just get him the fuck out of there.
Yep.
You know, because I was so disgusted, man. I was just infuriated at his performance because he started so fucking good.
Yep. And
then to crash and burn like that for no apparent reason. You didn't come out of gas. Manny Pacquiao didn't all of a sudden just start landing, you know, bombs on Bradley. Nope. He just for no reason, he went to plan fucking Z or plan X, and he tried to exit mentally out of the fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just bullshit, man. So I'm gonna watch this fight because I want to see what Teddy Atlas tells him. You know.
Well, Teddy Atlas has already shown. Let me go back.
Okay.
Back. I don't want to start it off like that. So I've been around the block, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at motherfuckers' comments, looking at a lot of different shit. A lot of cats are saying Manny Pacquiao is gonna wipe the floor with Tim Bradley like he did the first 2 times. Manny Pacquiao is gonna easily beat Tim Bradley. This is a cherry-picked fight. Manny Pacquiao easily beats Tim Bradley. Manny Pacquiao is gonna KO Tim Bradley. Teddy Atlas isn't doing shit for Tim Bradley. He's just gonna go in there and get knocked out. I hate to say motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. I really hate to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say it for you, 2K, because I like saying
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get all into the whole you don't know shit about boxing, fucking gay weather, Packroyd. That shit is faggoty to me, you know what I'm saying? That's some straight pussified fag shit, dog. I'm a real nigga, I don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So, this is my thing, man. Any of you motherfuckers out there that cannot acknowledge that the first Manny Pacquiao-Tim Bradley fight was not a fucking whitewash, I don't know what to say for y'all, man. That fight was not a whitewash. I'll let y'all have Manny Pacquiao winning 7-5. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But you cats that are out there saying that Manny Pacquiao beat Tim Bradley by like 6-7 rounds. I've seen scorecards where cats had the fight Manny Pacquiao winning 11 rounds to 1. You know what I'm saying? And this is after they rewatched it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, they say they rewatched it. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? That fight was a close fight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The second fight, if you can't acknowledge that Tim Bradley was dominating the first 5 fucking rounds of that fight, right? Yeah. I think there was 1 round in there that he may have dropped, cause he got caught with a straight left hand. You know what I'm saying? That kind of, get it, maybe one like this a little bit. But, yeah, other than that round, he was dominating. He even landed a straight right hand that lifted Manny Pacquiao off the fucking canvas. Like, my man jumped in the air and was like, God damn, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? That was his reaction.
Well, what was that? What was that?
Yeah. Man, Pacquiao. Alright, anyway. So how the fuck, alright, can you not acknowledge that my man did excellent in the first half of that fight, but then acknowledge that he did terrible in the second half? That sounds a little biased to me. You know what I'm saying? We all seen that he did terrible in the second half, so are you just gonna take the second half of that fight and overwrite the first half with that and say that he did like that the whole fight?
That's what they normally do, 2K. That's what they normally do, man. Yup. There's
no fucking way you can't acknowledge that. If you don't acknowledge that, once again, I don't know what to say about you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe boxing's not your sport. You might want it to be. You might really like, you know what I'm saying, the combat sports and the art of fist fighting. But it might not be for you to try to analyze this shit. Just watch it and don't speak on it. Real talk.
There you go, man.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
This trilogy is an excellent fight.
Yeah.
And that's going against the grain. A lot of people are pissed off. I think it's an excellent fight. You know what I'm saying? Because the first 2 fights were close. Well, the first fight was close. The second fight, Bradley could have won that shit if he continued to fight the way he was fighting in the first half. Yep. Instead of going into what my man said, X mode, where he just felt like, oh, I gotta knock this nigga out, which is what he said in the post-fight interview. Oh, I felt like I had to knock him out. You know what I'm saying?
What?
That's what he said. He felt like he had to knock Manny Pacquiao out. So if he doesn't go into this fight, fighting the way he fought in the latter half of the rematch, and he fights the way he fought in the first half of the rematch, this is an excellent fucking fight.
Yeah.
And third, I know he fought Brandon Rios, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, a lot of you motherfuckers out there were not saying Brandon Rios was a bum. Y'all were not saying that before Tim Bradley fought him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Brandon Rios has never had bum status on him at any point in his fucking career.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Any point. But when Tim Bradley knocks him out with a body shot, oh, he was a fucking bum. He was drained. Okay, he did look drained. I'll give you that. But this is my fucking counter argument. He looked the exact same way against Mike Alvarado. He did the same fucking thing. In the damn pre-fight press conference, the fucking weigh-in, my man looked like a fucking skeleton. Then he gets in the ring, and he's 197 pounds shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did the same thing, and he was successful in knocking Mike Alvarado out, and I think in 3 fucking rounds. You know what I'm saying? I can't really remember. Don't quote me on that. But it was a knockout.
Yeah.
All right? So, why can't he do that again? And that's exactly what he did. The fucking outcome just didn't come out the way you guys wanted it to. So now he's a fucking bum. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. Yep.
In reality, we did not see Tim Bradley do what he did against Ruslan Provodnikov. In reality, we did not see Tim Bradley do what he did in the second half of the Manny Pacquiao rematch.
Yep.
In reality, we did not see Tim Bradley do what he did in the 12th round against Jesse Vargas. Alright? What do all 3 of those fucking incidents have in common? He dropped his guard and went into X mode.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And he got clipped and pounded and almost knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of the Pacquiao fight. He didn't almost get knocked out in that, but he was getting tagged like a motherfucker. It was ridiculous. Manny Pacquiao turned into a boxer, started bouncing around, hitting with jabs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Easy fight for Manny in the second half.
Yep.
But see, he's not that Tim Bradley no more. Why? Because Teddy Atlas brings the discipline, and he brings the motivation. Ask Michael Moore about the discipline.
Mm-hmm.
The way he got his ass smacked in the corner because he wasn't fucking listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Ask Donnie Lalonde about the discipline. Alright? Donnie Lalonde was like, fuck it, dog, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with this shit no more. Training camp is like a military camp. That's what he said.
Yep.
Training camp was like a military camp. Alright?
Yep.
All these motherfucking fighters know Teddy Atlas's pedigree and they know what he's about. Discipline, motivation, and he's a no-nonsense fucking trainer. How the fuck can't y'all see that? It's easy. It's because you don't follow boxing the way you're supposed to, but you decide you want to speak on it. You see what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. What he's going to go in there and do, he's going to instill the same discipline he instilled in all those other fighters, you alright, that got them pretty much career-defining wins with Teddy Atlas. Alright, he's going to instill in them the discipline, the motivational factor, the training abilities that was instilled in him by the late, great Customato. Alright, he's going to instill that into Tim Bradley, and we're going to see a much different fighter. Just like we did against Brandon Rios. This is a fucking A+ fight, and I can't wait to see it, B. Granted, I did want to see him fight somebody else like a Terrence Crawford. I really wanted to see him fight Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? But this is a great fight. Y'all can't sleep on this shit. And I know y'all won't. When the fight happens, motherfuckers gonna be like, oh yeah, that was a good fight.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna order the fight. You know, I think
exactly.
I think a lot of people gonna order it. A lot of people gonna be watching it. So, you know, it is what it is. Like you said, it's a good fight. You know, the only thing I was looking at were the guys that Manny Pacquiao could have fought. But when you break it down like you just broke it down, man, it's a very, very good fight. And hopefully, you know, we get fireworks. You know, neither one of these guys are born fighters. So, should be fireworks in the ring. You know, Manny Pacquiao should bring it. Tim Bradley should bring it. You know, and like you said, man, we should get a show.
And by the way, I guarantee you, if Tim Bradley goes in there in what my man calls X mode, where he's trying to be a slugger instead of a boxer, Teddy Atlas will no longer be his trainer.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee it. Because he's not doing what the fuck he's supposed to do.
Exactly.
As Mike Tyson when he got that gunshot past his ear for not listening about trying to fuck with his niece. Exactly. Y'all motherfuckers know what's up, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Do what you do in the comment section and be real. Can't be realer than this, though. Let us know what you think. 1.